I feel I'm right on the verge of figuring this out. Okay, watch. Okay, power supply's off. It's going through my H-bridge setup, going through my bucking, non-bucking transformer, just one. Just this one's hooked up, right? So input, okay? This is my power supply lead coming from the 5-volt power supply. I got it going through a diode so you can see what happens here. This is a multimeter set to DC. I have the negative leads on the negative, right, the power supply, and the multimeter on the negative lead. On the positive side, I have positive coming in from the power supply into a diode going in. I have the diode there because I'm going to show you what happens. Now, first of all, I'm going to start it. Power supply says 5 volts, right? And let's take the multimeter, put it on the same side as the power supply. What are we going to get? 5 volts. All right, 4.96. Right, what we expect. But watch this. What's actually coming out that the diode's blocking, 11.47, 11.48. This is actually creating extra voltage in here, even though I'm only putting in 5. On this side, it says 11.49. Okay? Now, how is that happening? What's interesting is that if I take the diode out and just connect both of them, read it, the power supply starts saying 11, even though it's locked at 5, because 5 volts extra, it thinks it's drawing, but it's not. It's being created. So again, 11.5 on this side of the diode, and on the input, and actual input is 5, just like the power supply says. Now we'll actually do it. We'll put this on this side. Now remember, that's locked at 5 volts. We're going to take this off and we're going to put it over here. Now the power supply starts saying 10 and jumping all over the place. And if we check here, we got 10.28, 10.27, even though the power supply is locked at 5 volts. As you saw, I didn't touch it. I haven't done this, but let's see this side, because there's no amperage coming through there, but boom. Now because of that induction, we move this to the other side of the diode, because I don't know if I'm blowing out my H bridges or hurting my power supply, and that's how it's supposed to be. Okay, 5 volts. Of course, it's right next to the battery. Okay, 5 volts coming out of here. I have 11.5. I'm creating almost double the amount of voltage. My wave, you can see it's self-inducting. It's at 11.12 volts when I'm putting in 5. It's almost like doubling because of the bucking going on. But still trying to figure out how to use it or to make something of it. I blew out a couple parts already doing some stuff I shouldn't be doing. Anyway, I'll be uploading updates.